Hey everybody, Misty had a really great question for me and she emailed it to me and I thought I would just send out a quick little video and talk about it. Uh, when Misty was drawing her floor plan for her Imbue cabin project, she said, hey, my walls don't look like the one in the video. There's no shading or color, and I'm not really sure if my walls are facing the right direction because of that. So I just want to point out a small setting that will make a big difference in determining those things. Right here you can see I have a wall on my screen and I see shading and I see different, areas of the assembly, right? So I see the siding, I see the sheathing, I see the stud, and I see the gypsum board, okay? The reason I'm able to see these different striations of the assembly is because the coarseness level of my view is allowing that. And if I come down here to my view toolbar, there's a little setting next to the scale and it says detail level and mine says fine. Now, if I click on that and I choose coarse, I'm going to see just a very fundamental and blank wall, okay? And that's what you're seeing in your drawings right now. You don't have the coarseness level set. So I can click on that again, I can change it to fine, and you will start to see the assembly. And with the assembly comes all of these striations of the assembly, but it also shows any shading that is associated with your wall, okay? So change your coarseness level to fine and you will start to see all of those different, the detail in your wall assembly. The second thing you can do, and let me just emphasize the fact that these settings that I'm changing, they're visual settings. And so you're just gonna see changes in the visual nature of your drawing. It's not actually physically changing anything in your model, okay? It's just changing how you view it. So the little button next to it, visual style, this is something else that you can change to help you draw. So if I click on that, I can choose shaded and it shows me color. Okay, and I can click on it and I can choose hidden line, and that is the view that I was in before that. Now you can't change the detail level with a keyboard shortcut, but you can change the visual style with a keyboard shortcut. So I can type SD on my keyboard, shaded, HL, and it goes to hidden line, SD, shaded, HL, hidden line, okay? So those are the things that Misty was asking about, and I thought everybody would benefit from this, so I wanted to make a short video. Final thing I want to talk about with regards to how you're viewing your model, if I click on my wall here and I hit edit type, and this is where I would go to either create a new wall type or edit a current wall type. I'm going to click on edit here, and I just want to show you where these different hatches and different colors come from, okay? So right here it says, let's go to structure, for example. Structure, softwood lumber, that's the stud. If I click on that material and I click on this little ellipsis to browse out to it, I'm going to be brought into the material editor, okay? So softwood lumber right here, and you can see that right here in my surface pattern and my cut pattern and my shading, there are different hatches and colors, okay? So in shaded view, this is the color that I see for this material. The surface pattern, like if I'm in a 3D view, I don't see any pattern in the foreground, but I do see a solid view of this material when I'm in a 3D view. And when I'm in a floor plan view, the cut pattern, right, this is the cut pattern, is going to be this color solid fill. So if I click on that and I change it to something like a crosshatch and I hit OK and I hit OK again, and I'm going to hit OK for a third time, right? Lots of menus in Revit. Fourth time, there we go. Do you see how my cut pattern changed? Okay, so if you want to change the cut pattern, you're going to go into the actual material, right? I'm going to select the wall. I'm going to hit edit type. I'm going to go into the structure of that wall assembly. I'm going to click on this material, softwood lumber, and I'm going to change the hatch pattern, okay? So I click on crosshatch small again, and I'm going to change it back to solid, and I'm going to hit OK. And I can even click on the color if I want to make it lighter or darker, right? So let's make it a little darker, hit OK, OK. Lots of menus in Revit, right? Lots of settings, lots of clicking. OK again, OK again. And I'm going to hit escape, and there we go, okay? So we can change the coarseness level, we can change the visual setting, okay? And I think I mentioned this in the video, but one other thing that will likely help you draw your wall, I'm going to click on wall here, is your location line, okay? So this is center line, so if I draw a wall now, It's going to draw it from its center line. I don't have my top and bottom constraint. Let's do base constraint, main level, and we'll do this up to top of wall. There we go. Let's create a base constraint, main level. Oop, it's not wanting to do it. Top of wall. There we go. There we go. Well, we've got some things going on, obviously. Okay, so if I want to draw this right now, it says finish face exterior. You notice it draws from the exterior wall of that face, okay? And I can space bar and flip it if I need to. If I change this, let's see if it will let me. If I change this to wall center line, when I draw, it will draw from the center line, okay? So that is one of the things that will help you draw. But I hope that helps you to get your models going and drawn correctly. Thanks, everybody.